All right, all right. We are back at the Grit Won't Quit podcast studio. Today we're doing a virtual one. We have a very special guest on. We have Hadri on today. Hadri, nice to have you on today, and thanks for wanting to be on the podcast.
Hello, Tom. How are you? Very thank you to welcome me and to give me a possibility to share my experience.
I can't wait to hear it. So, so let's get right into it. You've been in business for 10 years. How did you get into business? What are you doing? What are some of the struggles and hustles? Being in business for 10 years is great. I mean, many businesses do not make it to a decade. That's a testament to some great work that you're doing.
It all starts with a needs. So at this time, I used to have my second kids and no time, no motivation to work out. And my partner spoke to me about this concept that permit to make in 25 minutes a 4 hours workout. And for me, it was a game changer for my life. So first of all, I was a client. And after that, I joined the opportunity. And I like to say I was so motivated and so I have so skin in the game. When I speak about skin in the game, it's not just about the money I invest. It's about I run body fit, because for me, it makes so many sense for me and for my wife. So this is how we start. And to stay in the business for 10 years, it was struggle after struggles and challenge after challenge and success after success.
So let's break down some of the challenges. What were some of the early challenges going back 10 years?
The first challenge that every entrepreneur meets is to find money. Most of the people have ideas, they want to do something, but they think that money is a break, or money need to stop them. And we had a chance that the bank say, okay, we make you a loan and you can make the business. So we started the construction, and 1 week before the opening, the bank say, no, we don't give you any money. So at this time, we used to find other way to have money. And at this time, I learned something really, really important, and I want to share that with other people.
Sure. Yeah.
Money is not a break. You have many solutions to find money. You know, there is people, they pay $100,000 in a table in a restaurant or in a nightclub. So of course, money is there. We just don't know where to find it. And we need to think out of the box. This is what we did, because we had the loan at this time, and we thought out of the box and we find the money. Of course, it was a little bit crappy. Something, I don't know if crappy is the right word, but it was a little bit weird. But we do something and we get the money, we make the business start. So the first struggle was to find money.
So you found the money.
Yeah, we found the money, and
because you wouldn't be here 10 years later if you didn't have the money.
Yeah, of course. And you know what? I'm finding money since 10 years. So I'm going month after month, finding money and finding money. This is the job of an entrepreneur, because sometimes money comes from your cash flow, from your activity, and sometimes you need to raise fund or to find fund to grow and to support your growth.
So that's interesting. A lot of guys stay small because they don't realize that sometimes you got to go further than your cash fund. Sometimes you have to find more, more investors or more money, or access to capital. And I think a lot of small businesses are undercapitalized, and I think that's why they stay small.
Yeah, to confirm what you say, with the first location, so it was hard to find the money for the first one. We opened the first one. It was a success. And maybe most of the people, they are like, okay, I stop here. But us, when we just finish the first one and we reach 80% of the goals, we say, okay, we need to open the second one. We open the second one 3 months later. And now we say, okay,
3 months later?
Yeah.
Wow. Good for you.
And after that, we say, okay, we need to raise $300,000 and we need to franchise and open everywhere.
Okay.
So, but I know that most of the people, they are more, okay, when I get a plateau and I find my first location is running, I need to stop to raise funds, I need to stop to grow. Me to grow and to scale like we scale, It was mandatory. It was an obligation to raise fund and to grow.
So now you open your second location 3 months after your first location. Both are running positive for you guys, and
Yeah. We had a change. We had two. So the first one, we run the place, Johan and me, the two are on the same place. And when we opened the second location, he was in the place, I was in the other place.
okay. So now, and then the second location's running smooth and efficiently, and you like everything that's going on there?
Sorry?
The second location, when you opened that, it was working smoothly, it was working efficiently?
Yeah. We just duplicate what we did for the first one and find a good location. Yeah, it was exactly like the first one.
Yep. And then, so now you've overcome a couple challenges. Now you said you needed to raise 300 grand. How did that go?
So to raise 300K, we, of course, when you start, you open one, you open two. No bank. There is no bank wants to follow, and no bank follow us for the first one. So we use friends and families. And what we did, we send an email to everybody we know. Everybody, even, because I'm French, I think you can hear that. But
yeah, sure.
We have the same institute, the same as IRS, okay? And I send an email to all my email box, and there was the IRS inside. And the guy of the IRS say, pay your tax. After that, you can raise funds.
Oh, man.
Just for you to understand, I paid my tax. But just for you to understand that I send an email to everybody I met in my life.
Everybody and anybody.
Guys, we opened two locations. We want to grow. Do you want to invest money? The minimum is $5,000. And it came from people we never believe it came from them.
Really?
Yeah, a lady, Natalie, she was one of the members. She said, "Oh, I want to invest money, so let's do it." But I never thought that this lady can invest, and she's now still in the capital, and she's still a member of the opportunity after 10 years. She's still a member in the first location, and she's still in the capital of the company.
And she's still, all right. So how many people, so on that 300 raise, how did it go? Like did you raise the full 300? How many people invested?
Yeah.
How long did it take?
Seven people. It takes something like 3 months. 3 months. When you have, I like to say, because it's a franchise game we play, and I like to say to the entrepreneurs, guys, when you have growth and when you have growth, when you have momentum, everything comes with the momentum. And sometimes I was just focused on momentum since day first. Day first, it was how to create momentum in the first gym. After that, in the second one, when we start to raise funds for franchise, how to have momentum with franchises. People are interested to open a franchise. So when you have momentum, when you have the right numbers in your place, everything comes with that. So today, for example, you've seen the biggest raise funding of the history with OpenAI. They have momentum. They raise. I don't know how to say that.
A very big number.
$100 billion. When you have momentum, you can raise on the same level as your momentum. So just
that's a good way to think. That's a great way to think about it. You could raise it based on the momentum you have behind it.
Yeah. So create a momentum. And this is what we did. And this is what I did since 10 years. I'm still focused on momentum. I know some people are more focused on finance, and this is not my game. I'm not focused on finance. I'm really focused on momentum. This is my job. But I have a CFO. I have other people in my team. And so we raised with 7 people. It took us something like 3 months.
That's awesome. Now, are those 7 investors still with you today?
Half of them made an exit, and half of them stay with us.
Now, of that, did you need to do another raise after that 300 raise?
Yeah, we've raised after to come in America. We've raised 1.5 million. Uh, yeah, we've raised 1.5 million. Not friends and family because it's not friends and family with 200 people. This time was more 80% of them were members of the were clients of the franchise.
Okay.
So we raised fund.
So people
We
that
say
believe
to
in the system.
yeah, they believe in the system. They are members. They like it. It was small small tickets, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000. And you said, guys, we are the leader in France. The US market just opened. We want to live the American dream and to make it big in America. Do you want to be a part of the and every time we've raised, it was just a storytelling. It was not a, a professional speech or a professional pitch or something like that. It was just a storytelling, guys. When you try to raise fund, I said we raised with 150 people, but I spoke with 1,000 people, and you need to accept that 800 will say no,
Yeah.
and 100 say yes. That's the game,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. That's great though. Like, and you never like, and again, you're based on the momentum. So you're based on the fact that it's just, you're just pro on what you're doing and you believe in what you're doing so that, that's the momentum you need to go forward. Now, how many locations do you have open now?
252.
252. That's
Correct.
incredible.
And this morning I signed 3 new agreements.
3 new
So
franchise agreements this morning.
yes, just this morning.
One company coming in for all three, or three individual people?
No, 3 different people want to open a new one.
Awesome. So you'll be at 255.
It will take something like 6 months to open, but yeah.
Yeah.
The-
And now, so what's the goal for you now? So you have 252, which is incredible. I mean, and such a great number. And again, you've done some really hard work here into getting this done. You raised money, you continue to hustle. So what's the goal from now? So you have 252. Where do you go?
I have two goals. The first one is to be the big leader in America because the market is pretty new. So to open something like 500 in America. And the second one, and this is my, I would like to say my dream goal is the franchise I want to fit to be in history of franchise like Starbucks or McDonald's or something like that. I want the name of Iron Fit be recognized as one of the biggest franchise in history. So this is the goal.
All right. So you still have some work ahead of you for that.
A lot of work, but a lot of passion. It's okay.
And again, so growing from 1 unit to 2 units to doing that initial raise to 252, there's been some big growth there. How have you managed the growth as it was coming to you? Because again, you're doing a different job than you were when you had 2 units.
Yeah. You cannot manage the growth. I like to say that growth is just chaos. So you just have to imagine you are in the ocean and there is big waves. For me, growth is like just survive to the waves because when you create a momentum, you create waves. So it's just try to breath when you can, try to be here. And to do that, the most important is to build a boat. And to build a boat, you need to have a great team. So thanks of my team, all the people, there is people of my team that are not with me anymore. But all the people helped me to grow from 0 to 1, from 1 to 5, from 5 to 10, from 10 to 100. I think if you want to scale, you want to grow, I don't know, maybe with AI now they say that you can, but for me, AI is great, but it's really important to have a great team, to have great managers, every people in the team needs to be convinced, needs to be focused, needs to be committed. That's really, really important. So create a momentum and hire people, hire a team player.
How many people are on the team?
In my team, in my company, there is 40, but after that, in all the studios, there is the complete network is 1,000 people. But with me, my team is my team, and for my company is 40 people, 30, 40
Awesome.
people.
That's great. And then I mean you have, and again, you're doing some, you got to manage the whole franchise. So you have people that are managing. You have, I'm sure, franchise operators, franchise managers going, helping these franchisees get set
Correct.
up and be successful. And again, you've seen it, with 250 plus franchises, you've had to go help a lot of people get organized and get set up.
Yeah, this is there is different levels. There is all the coach, all the managers, all the franchisees. So they are not my directly employees, but they
Yeah,
are, and I speak with them. I don't speak about salary or payroll or something like that, but they are my salary. There are people of my team. I consider them like people of my team because they are a part of Iron Visit. And you need, when you want to grow like that, you need to create a culture of the company. You need to create a DNA. You need to create a soul, and you want everybody, all the 1,000 people, you want them to believe in that. You want them to believe in the vision. So that's so important.
sure.
And I think some of the franchise, they miss that. Sometimes I'm in a restaurant or something like that, and I feel that the waiter or the waitress, she's not committed in the brand. She's just here for, and I understand that, but she's just here for a paycheck and to do her living. But me, this is the first thing I say to all the coach everywhere. If you are here to do a living and just for a paycheck, I think you are better to go to work in another company. If you want to be here, you want to be a part of the tribe, of the community, call it as you want. You want to be a part of that, and you want to share the vision, and you want to make it happen. And
Totally.
nobody is more important than another.
I agree. I think that that's a great way to go about it because, again, that one bad apple can ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's great. So as you think about kind of where you are today to where where you want to get with the goals that you provided, where how do you see that happening? With the current team, do you need to continue to expand the team? How and again also how are you utilizing AI in today's world?
We need now to be aware that AI is here. So we use AI on a daily basis. I'm using it on a daily basis, but right now I'm more using it as an assistant. Not an assistant. I have 10 assistants with me. They are much more smart than me. They have 150 QI,
Yeah.
and they are never tired and they never say no. So I like to say to all the manager of my team, you must use them. I'm not waiting about AI to do my job. I'm just trying to be an assistant of my job. So it permits me to be maybe 3, 5 times more productivity right now. Maybe in the next 6 months it will be different. But right now I'm using Cloud AI, and I'm really using this part like this. How I need to grow? We are in retail, and I don't believe in my gym in a day they will have an AI coaching you. If you go to a gym, and especially in my kind of gym, because I like to say it's a gym for lazy or busy people. It's for people who have no time, no motivation, no passion for the gym. And if
Hmm.
you have no time, no motivation, no passion for a gym, and you go to a gym and you have an AI training you, you will not be interested. So I like to say to my franchisees, to my network, I like to say, guys, the AI needs to amplificate what we are, but we still need to be here. We still need to give passion to our members. We still need
Sure.
to give attention to our members. We still need to. I don't know about you. Me, when I'm calling a call center and I have an AI in front of me, if it's an easy thing, it's okay. But sometimes I need to speak with a human. Sometimes I need to
Totally.
have
I couldn't agree with you
a
more.
human feedback. I need to
Yep.
have something. So this is why in our gym, it will be for the moment, I don't know for the next 5, 10 years, But for the moment, I really think that the AI will help the coach to be more efficient, but the coach will still be here.
Absolutely. And again, yeah, I agree with everything you just said. It's a great tool, but it's not right now a replacement. Again, and what you do even more so, that it's not a replacement. Understood. So, you know, I think this is a great conversation. It's a great motivation for anyone who is thinking about, how to grow their business and how to, and realize that anything's possible. When you first started, you probably didn't think 250 was in the cards, did you?
Guys, I come from a small city in the south of France. So if a French guys with no background, university background from the south of France can make a 70 million revenue company, everybody can do it, believe me.
Perfect. So that's great. I mean, I think this is a great story. I think it's a motivating story for me at a minimum. So, as we wrap up today, let me know, let the visitors know where they can find you online on your socials.
Instagram, Hadri Jaffal, LinkedIn, Hadri Jaffal. And on the website, if they want to see what we do, it's www.ironbodyfit.com. But on my socials, yes, Instagram and I like to speak and help because I receive a lot. I receive a lot from different entrepreneurs, from different mentors. So I like to give back. So there is no problem to contact
Awesome.
me and to ask about anything I can help. I'm here.
Pay it forward. Awesome. Well, I really appreciate you coming on today. I really am excited to see the next phase of evolution for you guys. And I'm so proud of what you've accomplished already.
Thank you very much, Sam.
Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Thanks.